How good was it to have the Guinness Six Nations back up and running? Scotland were magnificent. Actually, can you turn down the flower of Scotland? Yeah? Okay, cool. Well, there were some brilliant games this weekend and Scotland were magnificent stars in the... Stars in their eyes? I've now got Scottish flags. Okay, I get it. Scotland won. There were some brilliant performances at the weekend and the magic man, Finn Russell, was everywhere on Twickenham. He's ever on the screens. Okay, I get it. Scotland beat England for the first time since 1983 and thoroughly deserved to do it. I'm out of here. Roll the VT.
Yes! Come on! Yes! 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 Yes!
Well, many congratulations to Gregor Townsend. Your Scotland team thoroughly deserved victory at Twickenham. I thought your men were absolutely outstanding, as was France, who drowned Italy out in Rome. Antoine Dupont once again at the epicentre of everything that was great. And Ireland against Wales, we knew it was going to be a tight affair, but an affair made even harder after Peter O'Mahony got shown a red card after 13 minutes, the first Irishman to be sent off in Six Nations history. Some sad news in the rugby world this week. Unfortunately, the passing of John Poulin, the Bristol, England and Lions legend, passed away this week, and the rugby world came together to pay their respects for the great man. Would like to wish JP Peterson all the very best of luck in retirement. Always a tricky opponent to play against. When you look back at his career, he has done some remarkable things. A Lions Series win in 2009, as well as being a World Cup winner. JP Peterson from the rugby family, thank you for all you've done and the very best of luck. Some more good news for the Women's Six Nations. We have now got it confirmed that it'll be kicking off in April and it's got a brand new format, so to get to grips with all of that, head to any of the World Rugby social media pages. Well, Scotland beating England at Twickenham was always going to instigate a social media meltdown. I've got to say, well done social media, you've delivered once again. Well, it didn't take long for this to show up, and well done you, Rugby Pals. They've got a picture of Owen Farrell in his bedroom, and he's got a shrine of Finn Russell. Simon Zeba, he wasted no time in letting the world know how happy he was after Scotland win, and the hot step and gif of Finn Russell. Well, Sam Warburton, we know he's diligent, we know he's professional, but how about this for a lunchbox? The rugby guy wasted no time switching his allegiance.
Come on, Scotland!
Such a fair weather fan. And Wales confirmed its position as the nation who's most obsessed with rugby. I counted at least 2 dogs and 1 cat dressed up in Welsh colours ahead of this game this weekend. And how about Fudgy the dog breaking the internet this weekend? Not even Nostradamus could have predicted some of the results. However, he correctly predicted the result against England against Scotland. Put your money on Fudgy the dog, but responsibly, of course. Well, elsewhere at the Red Hurricanes in Japan, things have really got a little bit tasty in the team change room. Mapimpi getting one over his teammate TJ Perenara. How about that? And check this out from Rachel Burford. She's such a brilliant ambassador for the game. She's got her girls' rugby club, which are online virtual sessions. I'm not sure how this girl has been able to do this. I mean, I am 37 and stiff as a board, but give it a go. Send us in your videos, #TheWrap. So over the next 6 or 7 weeks, the players are going to be living in biosecure bubbles, meaning no players out and no players in, which means your local barber will not be invited into camp, which is causing absolute havoc amongst our players' lids. So #LidWatch is going to be a thing. I mean, round 1 started off pretty devastating. I wonder what those lids are going to look like come round 5. No one better to start with than Luke Cabin-Dickey. Brought in his own personal barber, that is Ellis Genge, who cut his hair again, aka Edward Scissorhands. He's absolutely destroyed it. Well, Wayne Barnes, always considered, always sensible. However, he's put his wife Polly in charge. She is brandishing her clippers. How do you rate his lid so far? And as you can imagine from Johnny Sexton, not too many risks taken by him. He's just gone for a grade 1 all over. Has exposed a few grades, but no problem. However, just like myself, low maintenance and very neat. The mullet has been making a comeback in rugby for quite a while now, but no one does it better than Hamish Watson. Not only was he devastating and all over the place on the pitch, how about the naughty look at the back? The mullet is firmly back in fashion. Well, James Lowe, maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's, well, I think you know the end to that. However, he looks absolutely gorgeous. What I would give for a thatched roof like that, it is outstanding. And a double mullet, double tackle from Billy Vunipola and Johnny Hill. I personally thought the tackle was fine. However, the mullets, well, that's why Billy got his yellow card. It's been a massive weekend for sports right across the globe, and from rugby to the NFL. Hit me. Terrible pass, really, really good catch. And the cross-pollination from rugby to the NFL is not an unusual thing. Jamie Gillan, who went from Scottish rugby to becoming a punter for the Cleveland Browns and doing a brilliant job there. Christian Wade, the hot step in Christian Wade is doing his thing for the Buffalo Bills, but no one's done it better than Nate Ebner. Not once, not twice, but 3 times a Super Bowl champion. Props to you. And how about, is there a future in the NFL for Quade Cooper? Check out this clip. He kind of does this thing where he dislocates his shoulder and, I don't know. Anyway, have a look at this. To ask you, the viewer, to get involved in the conversation at who would make your ultimate NFL five-a-side team. And the votes have been counted, the results are in. Huh! Is that what they say? Thank you. Anyway, it's what I say. It's some team, there's loads of votes. Okay, so at quarterback, we have Finn Russell. Imagine how unpredictable that man would be. At wide receiver, only one man for it. Cheslin Colby, the best winger in the world. Imagine him in a bit of open space with big lads barging him out the way. Running back, Jason Robinson and Cheslin Colby on the same team, tearing it to pieces. Defensive linesman, Mario Toja, the enforcer. He is everywhere. No one will be getting past him. And kicker, well, it's Mr. Dependable, Lee Halfpenny. He's been doing it for over 15 years. It's the team you've picked, and that's the wrap. So that was your team. One person who's put themselves fully in the frame is Jordan Crane, the former Leicester Tigers Bristolian and England international. He's picked himself as a kicker. You might be slightly bemused as to why, but if you cast your mind back to way back when in that European semi-final, he, of course, was the person for Leicester Tigers who took the all-important place kick which got them through to the final. So fair play, Jordan Crane. You can't fault his confidence. So as I mentioned earlier, France had an impressive performance out in Rome at the weekend, beating Italy 50 points to 10. I'm thrilled to say that we are joined by Benjamin Kayser, former French captain. Benji, how are you getting on? Are you well?
I am good, mate. Thanks for having me.
No, great to have your company. I just want to get straight into it. What 3 things did you learn from France at the weekend?
Oh, listen, as much as you can question Teddy Thomas' ability in defense, in attack, he's absolutely electrically good, impressive. He's got the pace, the attitude. Athletic-wise, I think he's on another planet. That's number 1. The number 2 is to say that Antoine Dupont, where the hell is his limit? Like, I can't really understand where he's going to stop. He's just good every single week. But the number 3, which is really the most important one, is this young team are discovering what it is not to be a challenger anymore, to be the underdogs. They're actually discovering what it is to be favorites. And they delivered in an empty stadium. In Italy, no disrespect, it could be a bit more challenging to get pumped for that game than others. Again, in an empty stadium with this young team, and they delivered 50 points. So that's, for me, is the biggest learning from this game. They've matured.
They really have matured, and I couldn't agree more on Teddy Thomas. You didn't mention how good looking the fella is. He is picture perfect, and he had a great game at the weekend once again. Benji, great to get your thoughts on the game at the weekend, but I just want to pick up on where rugby's at and what the players are looking like. Eddie Jones last year spoke about hybrid players, forwards that can play in the backs and backs that can play in the forwards. So we have a game for you called Prop or Not. Hopefully you have 10 pictures that way. We're just going to go through them, and it's quite simply, are they a prop or are they not? So number one, can you see that on your screen right now?
Okay, so I can see number one.
Yes.
I see a Pretoria Blue Bulls shirt, and I will say yes, he is a prop.
Okay, actually, this guy is Marius Bauer, and he's listed as a fullback and a lock. He is an idol out there. He can also fly half. The guy can do it all. He is the ultimate hybrid player. Okay, number two, picture number two, prop or not, Benji?
Number two is a prop. Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that Carré? No, he was number 25, I think, for the game against Ireland yesterday.
Yeah, we weren't intended on giving out bonus points, but you've just got yourself a bonus point. Not only have you got it right, but you've also got the name right. Yes, of course, it's Rhys Carré who plays for Wales. Number three, prop or
number
not?
Three is an absolute freak of nature, but he is a prop. And he plays for Bristol Bears now, because he almost signed in Clermont. Don't give me hints like this. He's the prop there. He was in Bath, wasn't he?
Okay, yeah, that's Max Laheath, the Bristol Bears. I mean, what a rig. You know, I'm also quite a big fan of the Budgie Smugglers as well. Just a little side note on that. Picture number four, prop or not, Benji?
No, he could have been, definitely, but Alessandro Tuilagi is a winger. I played with him in Leicester Tigers. He has got to be the biggest winger I've ever seen on the field. Quads, big like a rhino, pretty much.
Yeah.
And he could do some serious damage on the pitch. I think I fancy him for one scrum, not more than one, because then he has a lot of explosive power, just not a lot of endurance.
Yeah, he's a big old unit. Okay, picture number five. Save the best till last, and this. If this is not rugby.
Definitely has the build, definitely has the character, definitely has the courage, but it'd be a shame to tighten up those hands, those God-gifted agility and handling skills, and just lock them up in the scrum. So that's why he played hooker for most of his time.
Spot on. Benji, great to have you on. You absolutely smashed it. But it's great to have your company. Enjoy the rest of the Guinness Six Nations. We'll catch up, no doubt, very soon.
Sounds great. Have a good day.
If you've liked The Wrap, then you can subscribe and make sure that you are first to hear about every single episode as it comes out each week. Don't forget to use the hashtag TheWrap in the comment section below. Thank you very much. Take care. See you next week.